In the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 8, verses 18 to 20, we read a short but powerful encounter between Jesus and a man who desired to follow him. The passage says, open quote, "Now, when Jesus saw a crowd around him, he gave orders to go over to the other side. And a scribe came up and said to him, 'Teacher, I will follow you wherever you go.' And Jesus said to him, 'Foxes have holes, and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head.'" Close quote. At first glance, this response of Jesus may seem strange. A man comes forward with enthusiasm and says he will follow him anywhere. But instead of welcoming him immediately, Jesus responds by speaking about foxes, birds, and having nowhere to lay his head. Why? Because Jesus was revealing the true cost of following him. This man was a scribe, educated in the scriptures. He likely expected that following Jesus might bring honor, influence, or recognition. But Jesus wanted him to understand that discipleship was not about comfort or status. Jesus essentially says, even animals have places to rest. Foxes have holes, birds have nests. But the Son of Man, the Messiah, lives without earthly security. Jesus was not saying he literally had no place to ever sleep. Rather, he was teaching that his mission was not about building an earthly kingdom of comfort. His life was one of sacrifice, movement, and complete dedication to the will of God. Notice the title he uses for himself, Son of Man. This was one of Jesus' favorite titles. In fact, he used it more than 80 times in the New Testament, and it connects directly to the prophecy given to the prophet Daniel in the book of Daniel. Daniel wrote, open quote, "I saw one like a son of man coming with the clouds of heaven. To him was given dominion, glory, and a kingdom, that all peoples, nations, and languages should serve him." Close quote. To the ancient readers, the Aramaic phrase Bar Enosh simply meant human being. It emphasized humanity. But Daniel's vision hinted at something greater, a human figure who would receive eternal authority from God himself. When Jesus called himself the Son of Man, he was quietly revealing his identity. He was saying that he was the fulfillment of Daniel's prophecy, the Messiah who would receive an everlasting kingdom. Yet here's the amazing contrast. The one who will one day rule an eternal kingdom, the one who will be served by all nations, the one who comes with the clouds of heaven, at that moment had nowhere to lay his head. The King of eternity walked the earth in humility. This teaches us something very important about following Christ. Discipleship is not built on comfort, convenience, or earthly reward. Following Jesus means being willing to let go of security, status, and sometimes even personal comfort. The scribe said, "I will follow you wherever you go." Jesus essentially answered, "Are you sure you understand what that means?" Because to follow the Son of Man is to follow a path of surrender. But here's the hope. The same Son of Man who walked without a place to rest is the one Daniel saw receiving an eternal kingdom that will never pass away. The suffering Messiah becomes the reigning king, and those who truly follow him will one day share in his kingdom. So the question this passage asks us today is simple. Are we willing to follow Jesus not only when it is easy, but also when it costs something? Because the Son of Man who had nowhere to lay his head is also the King whose kingdom will never end.